1, like NCAA Division I record book, because if it's not more than 10, then it can't be more than 10 at the NAIA level.
Maybe not, but it was amazing. Well, let's turn our attention to this men's game. And for VCSU, yeah, hard to keep up with that Dickinson State team out there last night, giving up 94, and they're undersized, there's no doubt about it, but you got to watch out for Krieger. Lamar Grayson is one of these players that just creates a whole lot on his own, and the Richfield, Minnesota senior is a tough player to guard.
He's exactly like the guard that went for 22 last night for Mayville. He's very comparable in that he can go get his at any point, whenever he wants.
You mean J.J. White? Yeah, that is a good comparison. He plays a lot like J.J. White does. But there's also a Krieger, Olang. On the inside, the senior from St. Cloud, as big as they go at 6'5", but Shahid Mohammed, head coach Casey Brugman of the Jimmies, referred to him. This is a player that causes a whole lot of problems. And from Jamestown's point of view, yeah, as Casey Brugman said to us, you've got to be just a little bit better defensively than they have been. Mayville State, nothing against Mayville State. They really worked hard to work their way back into that game last night, taking a 4-point lead, but then Jamestown turned it around with the 16-6 run at the end to win it by a score of 88-82 to improve them to 5-1 in the league. But it's a quick Valley City State team, undersized. They do make up for that with some quickness. So yeah, the Jimmies really have to take care, and VCSU comes in, and if they've got their second win, hey, you never know. It is why they play these games, right?
Certainly is, and you look at it, and Valley City State should feel okay about it because they played really well the first time around. Just a late run by the Jimmies, able to put them away.
I have your answer, by the way, about Ashwin Deemer.
All right.
It is tied for the 6th best performance in NAIA women's basketball regular season history as far as 3 points made in a game.
Only 6, my goodness.
Well, Julie Whitfield of Brescia 10 years ago hit 14. There have been 2 players that have hit 13 and 2 players that have hit 12. Now, the record book that the NAIA gives us does not have a stat on most 3 points made without a miss.
She's got to be pretty close.
She's got to be close.
Yeah.
But back to this game as the teams are about to come to their benches. Just an interesting matchup here. And I think Jamestown knows and get after this game defensively from the start. They know it has to happen today, and they've got to shake off last night a big win, just like VCSU's got to shake off a tough loss.
They certainly do, and that was a very high-paced, high-intensity game that the Jimmies played last night, so they got to be ready from the jump. The crowd is certainly ready from the jump.
McKeed is not in the starting lineup because Jaden Patcha has worked his way into it. It is the typical starting 5 for Jamestown. And we're not too far away from the start of men's action here at Harold Newman Arena, as Jamestown is set to meet VCSU. Again, these schools will meet one more time. That'll be on February 7th at the Bubble, the W.E. Osmond Fieldhouse in Valley City. But now they meet today here in Harold Newman Arena. Well, we can update you on the women's action, by the way. Mayville State is leading Dickinson State out in Dickinson. That score is 40-23 with 4:49 left in the third. quarter, as Dickinson State has really struggled, shooting only 26% today. Mackenzie Hughes has 15 to lead Mayville State.
Looked like the first quarter really did Dickinson State in that one.
Yeah. They got outscored 20-4 in the opening quarter, and that's a tough one to recover from. All right, our starting lineups in the opening tip coming up from Harold Newman Arena for VCSU Jamestown men's basketball on Q101.
Sign-on bonuses, $10,000 for full-time RNs or LPNs working PM or NOC shifts, and $10,000 for full-time NOC weekend package positions, and $5,000 for part-time PM shifts. Also offering $5,000 for full-time CNAs working PM shifts or weekend package, day, PM, or NOC shifts. Dietary positions available also. Apply at smphhealth.org/Ave Maria.
At Jamestown Regional Medical Center, we know that every injury is unique. That's why our orthopedic and sports medicine team works to get you back in the game. Whether that game's on the field or in your daily life, JRMC is the official sports medicine provider for Blue Jay Athletics, taking care of our hometown and neighbors right where you live. It's why we're here. Don't let pain slow you down. Call 952-4878 to schedule an appointment. Jamestown Regional Medical Center. It's right here.
Why choose Professional Eye Care Centers? 3 great reasons are Dr. Bond, Dr. Freilich, and Dr. Jangula, 3 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and Lemoore. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit proeyecarecenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
KQDJ-FM, Valley City, Jamestown. Streaming live at newsdakota.com. Q101.
Starting lineups for this afternoon's game. First for the Valley City State Vikings. Their post is 6'6" senior Odiero Lang from St. Cloud, Minnesota, 8.4 points, 3.7 rebounds per game. In the backcourt, Tyrell Krieger, 6'2" junior from Owatonna, Minnesota, 12.8 points and 3.6 boards per game. Jerome Washington, 6'5" senior from Andover, Kansas, 2.8 points, 1 rebound a game. Grayson not starting today. Caden Grindy, the 6'4" junior from Spring Grove, Minnesota, the Upper Iowa transfer, 5.6 points, 2.1 boards. And Jaden Patcha has worked his way into the starting lineups. He's played much better lately, 8 points and 4.2 rebounds per game. Ryan Montgomery in his 9th season as head coach of the Vikings, 122 and 126 for the former Bemidji State assistant. For the Jamestown Jimmies, Owen Heckner, the 6'8" junior from Fargo Davies, the MSU Moorhead transfer, is now up to 11.5 points and 3.8 rebounds per game. Also for the Jimmies, it is Jimmie Linus, and he is the 6'8", 210-pound fifth-year senior from Port St. Lucie, Florida, 10.4 points and 8.3 rebounds per game. Cole Glasgow, the 6'2" redshirt sophomore from Grimes, Iowa, 6.9 points and 4.2 boards per game. Siwas Benyon, the Jamestown leading scorer, 16.1 points a game, 4.2 rebounds for the 6'1" senior from Eugene, Oregon, the Lewis Clark State College transfer. And Will Cordes, the 5'11", 180-pound senior from Shakopee, Minnesota, 6.2 points and 2.3 rebounds a game for first-year head coach Casey Brueggemann. His assistant coach is Tapdak. The graduate assistant, Carter Jansen, or as we who are his friends call him, Chuck. Ryder Weisscheidel, the strength and conditioning coach. Nolan Love is the athletic trainer. Valley City State's in whites, maroon numerals, letters, and trim. Jamestown basically in black with orange numerals and letters in white trim. And remember, you can watch this game at the official University of Jamestown Athletics YouTube channel. And as you watch, VCSU in white will shoot from left to right. Jamestown in black from right to left in this first half.
Should be a good one. I think the pace of this game is going to be very, very high, David. I think you got a lot of great athletes all over this court. This is going to be fun. It would not surprise me if this gets to the 90s.
Well, both teams were in the 80s in the first meeting, so I wouldn't doubt it either. And Olang has the tip right back to Tyrell Krieger. Way underway. I hope you enjoy the action from Jamestown. It is Olang up top. Handed back to Tyrell Krieger. Will Cordes guards him. Now it's to Jaden Pacha in the right corner. Out for Olang with a three on the right angle, no good, and a long reach for the rebound for Jimmie Linus, who had his 14th UJ double-double last night and 6th of the season. Out to Will Cordes. Now for Benyon, down to Cordes with a soft two-hand Jimmie jam, if there is such a thing.
Had his jersey tugged on a bit before he went in to slam it home.
But no whistle, 2-0 Jamestown. A baseline drive is off the brace of the rim by Krieger. Olang fighting for that rebound, but he threw it right to Cole Glasgow. Back to Silas Benyon and into the front court.
Well, first two possessions, Casey Brueggemann will be very happy defensively.
Will Cordes on the left side now. It's Cole Glasgow off the pass from Benyon, handed back to Owen Heckner, and out front to Cordes, right wing on the angle. Benyon 11 to shoot, way across court for a three. Glasgow in the left corner off the back of the rim, rebounded by Odiero Lang and VCSU. 2-0 Jamestown, a minute 20 into the game. A three right wing on the angle is off the back rim by Pacha and rebounded by Cole Glasgow for Jamestown. Into the right corner for Benyon to Linus on a high post, being followed by Pacha. Left wing on the angle. It's Owen Heckner. And three bodies hit the floor. Somebody's got to be called with a foul. Whom? It's Jerome Washington, because he sent two Jamestown players to the floor, and Washington got called for the one himself.
Well, don't let them run in offense. Well, mission accomplished.
Could look like a football game. Glasgow in the old circle for Jamestown. Left alley, cut off well there by Odiero Lang. Lob to Benyon, 10 on the shot clock. Glasgow wants a line of screen, now comes right lane line and hits it from 14.
Heckner had a slower offensive night last night. That was a nice jump shot.
4-0 Jamestown, and they've got a real split scoreboard 2 minutes in. Olang with a lob. Linus got a hand on it, picked up by Benyon. Then he got knocked over. There's another one on Washington, and Jerome has two, and that's going to bring him right out and bring in Sam Kobervig. This is a sophomore. You know about Beach from Northern Cass, from Castleton. He's barely played.
Central Cass, I mean. We can't screw that up. The Squirrel fans will get really, really upset with us.
Excuse me. I won't make that mistake again. 2:15 into the game. So Lamar Grayson apparently unavailable. Bounce to Linus. Jimmie's on the right baseline. Middle of the lane. A hook is left a little short over Pacha, but the rebound is past Linus for a dunk. Jimmie's had two dunks already, and Ryan Montgomery wants a very early mobility plus rehabilitation and Hillerud construction timeout. And it's a great start for Jamestown. Up 6-0 on VCSU, just 2:32 into the game in Jamestown on Q101.
New year, new goals, and a new you. At Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness Center, our expert physical therapists will help you feel your best. Whether you're recovering from an injury, dealing with chronic pain, or just want to move better, we've got treatment plans designed for you. Start the new year strong with hands-on care, advanced treatments, and a team committed to your well-being. Call Apex today at 701-952-2739 or visit apexptwellness.com. Make 2025 the year you move better and live pain-free.
Sam Kobervig, of course, was the state tournament MVP when Central Cass won the title. Don't send me letters, please.
Went 26-0 that year they did.
Well, VCSU, as Kobervig takes it into the front court, is down 6-0 on the Rue-Laco Financial scoreboard, 2:40 into the game. Odiero Lang trying to move into the lane. He's double teamed. Kicks it out to Kobervig. Left wing for Pacha. Linus stripped it away from him. And Jamestown has it back. Ends up being the third turnover on VCSU. Benyon for Jamestown got Patch up in the air. Then nearly lost the ball, gained it back and laid it in as 3 more bodies hit the floor.
My goodness. I mean, he tried to fire in a post entry, and it's good defense. It just falls right back to him because there's nobody left.
It's better to be lucky than good sometimes, huh? 8-0 Jamestown. 16:42 in the first half on the Gunner Real Sports scoreboard. Caden Grindy for Odier Lang for VCSU to Tyrell Krieger. Into the left side for a 3. That's good. Jaden Pacha, his 13th 3. Again, his shooting keeps improving, and he's put VCSU on the board. They're down 8-3. Owen Heckner, entry in the left block for Jimmie Linus for Jamestown. To Glasgow into the bucket. They lost him, and he laid it in.
Just lost Grindy on the screen. And, I mean, wide open, 10-3. Wow.
That's a 7-point Jamestown lead, 16:05 in the first half. Krieger around on a Lang screen and right to the baseline where Will Cordes gave him a little bump for Jamestown's first foul. Mosen Unam's into the game for VCSU, the 6'7" senior from Osseo, Minnesota. 3.3 points, 2.5 rebounds a game. Carson Woodford's entered for Jamestown. He's the 6'7" junior from Wedwood Falls, Minnesota. Others are into a tip. There's one of them that's in Aiden Stainbrook, the former North Florida star, the 6'6" redshirt freshman from Pembina. Anthony Walters has entered 2 for Jamestown, averaging double figures as the best 6th man in the league. The man from New York, 14.8 points a game. Hasn't started at all. He doesn't mind. He takes a kick-out pass from Woodford and shoots with 9 on the timer from the top of the circle, and it misses, but Woodford outfights Grindy for the rebound. New shot clock. Will a left wing 3 for Cordes. That's no good, and Grindy's in with a rebound. Caden has it for VCSU.
Pretty deep shot from Will Cordes.
Krieger into the lane with a floater. A little teardrop didn't go. Aiden Stainbrook rebounds for Jamestown. To Will Cordes, to Anthony Walters on the right wing. He's from Queens, New York. And he's into the lane here and got it knocked down, but also fouled by Tyrell Krieger. His first, and that's the 3rd team foul on the Vikings.
Vikings, I think, just got to settle down a little bit. Right now, everything looks rushed. Everything looks out of sorts. Just got to breathe.
Lob way out front from Cordes to Anthony Walters for Jamestown. Makes the drive, now kicks it out for Glasgow on the left wing. Walters up top, shoots over Nam for a 3 that grazes the rim, but Glasgow with the offensive board for a driving Walters. Second chance didn't fall, and it came down to Nam for VCSU. And down floor is Jaden Pacha with neat purple sneakers. He tried to dunk and he missed it, and he sent Woodford to the floor. No foul. Rebound Stainbrook. Has there been some contact already? Walters a left wing 3. It's too long. And Pacha rebounds down floor, trying to find Grindy, but Cordes intercepted it. Back into the front court. Right wing, it's a corner 3 by Stainbrook. That's good. Aiden Stainbrook has his 22nd three-pointer, and it's a 10-point Jamestown lead at 13-3. 14:09 first half. Nam into the lane. Had it knocked away, but fouled too. Woodford, I believe. Yep.
I mean, I can say they got to calm down. I don't have 1,000 people screaming at me at the top of their lungs. But the point being, Jamestown looks very relaxed right now in Valley City State. Granted, their rotations are a little messed up because no Lamar Grayson, but they look like they're still trying to figure it out.
Grindy out front to Krieger. Yeah, again, Lamar Grayson not available after a very good game out in Dickinson last night. A handoff to a Grindy left wing 3, and it's halfway down and out for Caden. Rebound Aiden Stainbrook in Jamestown. Silas Benyon for Woodford. Back to Benyon. Left elbow of the lane. Tries to spin. Looks for an entry pass. Nam knocked it down. Loose on the floor. Nam sitting there with it, and it still ends up in a dual possession, and it'll stay with Jamestown.
We obviously spent a lot of the season with the Jimmies, and Casey Brugman also, or always I should say, talks about the defensive end of the floor. right now the defense is transferring to the offensive end in a big, big way. I mean, rebounding 9-5 early.
And Brueggemann always tells us that, doesn't he?
He does.
You get good defense, you're going to get good offense. Jimmie Linus is back in and glides in with a left-handed half hook and scores, and Jimmie's up to 6. The first shot made for him today that wasn't a dunk. 15-3 Jamestown by 12. 13-20 in the first half on the LaRue Laco Financial scoreboard. Sam Cobberving now out for Tyrell Krieger. Stops in the lane, left wing. Ladarius Stanfield's come in on a 3, got blocked. A hand on that.
Aiden Stainbrook.
Yes, it was.
Wow.
Stanfield, the senior from Sacramento, California, but his 3-attempt block. Walters, left wing. It's a drive in the lane, down the left lane line. That got blocked by Stanfield. So he answers back. Down floor on the right wing. It's Caden Grindy. Knocked away by Linus, and through the floor goes Stainbrook. For Spencer Barr, who's entered the game for Jamestown, the sophomore from Aberdeen, South Dakota. It's Benyon with a lob to Linus in the lane, and an offensive foul as Grindy was waiting for him. Linus knocked it over for his first foul.
Nice job just stepping over and waiting on the hit.
Well, Glasgow re-enters for Jamestown. Anthony Walters come out. 12:34 first half. Big advantage for Jamestown so far at VCSU. On the LaRue Laco Financial scoreboard, 15-3. If you keep it simple and invest properly, your dollars will go further with LaRue Laco Financial.
And right now, Valley City State has got to do something simple, whether it's just a pick and roll or something to get going here.
Here is Nam driving the lane. Blocked nearly into the seats by Linus.
Oh, my goodness. Look out, Lamore. That's headed your way. Wow.
Foul 2.
Oh, they sure did.
Away from that on Aiden Stainbrook, so that block's not going to count.
It is so loud, and I'm not joking. It is so loud in here, neither of us heard the whistle. I'm also deaf. That doesn't help.
Yeah, that one almost got blocked into the Jimmie football players who are, who, as we told you earlier, are holding the paint bucket trophy for all to see. All the Vikings to see. Here's Krieger, right wing on the angle, cross court. Odiero Lang drives on Linus, but left it off the back rim. And Linus rebounds.
How about Aiden Stainbrook early in this game, the way he flies in to disrupt the rebound?
And 4 rebounds already for Linus. Benyon back to him now. Left wing Barr open 3 is off the front rim and over and missing. And Odiero Lang rebounds for VCSU. 15-3. A cold start for the Vikings. Only 1 of 10, but Grindy has field goal number 2 with a layup.
They needed that. They needed that just to stem the tide a bit.
Yeah, they were 1 of their first 10 before Grindy hit there. 15-5 Jamestown, 11:34 in the first half on the Gunner Sports scoreboard. Stainbrook, right wing for Glasgow. Back out front to Jimmie Linus, left wing Benyon. Made Krieger miss, moved around him. Shot from 13 missed. Rebound, Ladarius Stanfield and VCSU. For Tyrell Krieger and in the front court. Cobberbig for Grindy. Caden keeps dribble going. Now he stopped it in a double team. Hands it back out to Cobberbig. Sam with 10 on the shot clock. Into the lane with a bounce pass. Linus knocked the entry pass out of bounds. 7 on the VCSU shot clock as they'll inbound. And Owen Heckner replaces Aiden Stainbrook for Jamestown.
Points in the paint early, David. 12-2 in favor of the Jimmies. And that tells a story early in this game.
Olang with a handoff to Krieger. 5 on the shot clock. Krieger lost it, regained it 2-1. He's got to put it up. He doesn't see that the shot clock's running down. He didn't get a shot away. And again, BJ's talked about the noise. And if anybody was helping him from the VCSU bench, there was no way Tyrell could have heard them.
Yeah, no way at all. It doesn't get talked about enough, but part of good defense in a packed gym is the crowd. Because if the crowd's loud enough, you cannot communicate offensively.
Jaden Patcher returns for Valley City State. Carson Woodford is back in for Jamestown.
I mean, it's inconceivable to believe nobody was shouting the number on the clock. You just couldn't hear it.
No. It's just a din. Benyon to the right baseline to Spencer Barr from Aberdeen Central High School. Top of the right wing, Cole Glasgow. Head fake, nearly lost it. Able to keep the dribble going. Hands to Heckner, 8 on the shot clock. Left elbow lane to Benyon. Right baseline, Glasgow with 4. He's double teamed. Trying to bounce inside. Tip back to Glasgow. Desperation 3 at the buzzer. Did hit the rim. And Jaden Patches up there for the rebound with VCSU. Left wing to Lang. Hesitates, tries to start a drive. Benyon blocked the ball away. Copperbeck gained it for a moment, but then lost it to Heckner. Down floor to Glasgow for Jamestown. And the Vikings just looked really nervous, frankly, here in the half-court offense so far. Benyon out front to Heckner with a baseline drive on Krieger. Banks it in. Back to a 12-point Jamestown lead at 17-5 with 9:44 in the first half on the Lurulaco Financial scoreboard.
VCSU averages 80.5 points per game. Doesn't look like it right now.
They have 5, 10:25 in. Drive to the rim by Patcha. Oh, off the rim. Rebound, Carson Woodford. Patch is quick, and again, he's playing more and starting now because his play has improved. He did everything right, but put it in the hole there. Right wing of Benyon 3 off the left rim. Rebound, Owen Heckner reached over to gain it. Inside to Benyon, knocked the player down, got away with it. Then he got knocked down, no call, and he missed the shot. And then a whistle as the ball came down floor because of a timeout. Valley City State called this?
They called a foul on Cole Glasgow.
But there's a timeout too. It's the allotted timeout. Yeah, Glasgow with a foul is first. Casey Brueggemann, I wonder why Casey Brueggemann was arguing. That was why. 9-12 first half here in Jamestown at Harold Newman Arena. It's Jamestown 17, VCSU 5 on Q101.
Grotberg Electric believes in quality first, taking pride in the work and standing behind every project they do. They bring together the power, technology, and experience to keep your business online. The success of Grotberg Electric depends on 3 major ideals: the quality of their products, the commitment to their customers, and most of all, their customer service. Call Grotberg Electric today at 845-3010 or visit them online, grotbergelectric.com.
Jamestown's not doing a lot perfectly. They're shooting 38%. They've hit one of their first 8 threes. But the problem is there's already 7 Valley City State turnovers. There's 17% shooting. And so because of it, it's 17-5 Jimmie's with 9:12 to play in this first half.
Yeah, we're seeing more weirdness, aren't we? This is a weird start to this game.
But you know what? And every now and then you get a game like this. From the Jamestown perspective here, it's ugly because they are going so hard at it.
And I'll say something I said to you during the break. They just, or maybe I said it on the air, they just look hesitant in their half-court offense, VCSU does so far, and that's surprising because that's not the norm for them.
No, this is a very high-powered basketball team, which, you know, they're without their leading scorer, but still, they're capable.
That does make a difference to not have Lamar Grayson, that's for sure. Jerome Washington back in with his 2 fouls to Tyrell Krieger on the left side to Odier Lang on the left block. Lang working on Woodford, scoops and hits. Nice move around Woodford for the first 2 for Odier Lang.
And he had to be patient because Woodford, good defense. Nice, patient moves by the big man.
17-7 for Jamestown, 8:45 in the half. Down low to Woodford, spins, drops it in through a double team.
That almost looks like he scrimmages against Jimmie Linus in practice. That's a Jimmie Linus move.
That's got to be an interesting thing to watch in their practice.
Oh, yeah.
Grindy for VCSU, 19-7, Jamestown on top. Baseline, Krieger finds Odier Lang in the lane. Over Woodford, put it in, and 2 quick buckets for Odier Lang.
So they found a guy that can, you know, really get going here in the back end of this first half.
19-9 Jamestown, 8-10 in the first half on the Lurulaco Financial scoreboard. Right corner, Will Cordes, the experienced senior, rolled in a 3. Will Cordes, who became the 11th all-time scorer in the history of this program last night, over 1,200 points, makes it 22-9 Jamestown. Down low, Grindy, a little half hook, didn't go, defended well by Heckner, and Owen gained the rebound for Jamestown. To Cordes and into the front court. Spinning on Krieger, drives, left it short. Rebound, Carson Woodford. Krieger tried to take it away. Woodford kept it. Down low, bumps with Grindy. Bumps twice. and Olang sat on top of him.
Wow.
And they didn't call a foul. Krieger into the left corner for a three. That's good by Washington.
I'm a little baffled by that, David.
Well, the Jimmies showed it for a moment, but got right back into the game. And Olang landed on him, and they didn't call it. Anyway, a three by Heckner misses. And Pacha the rebound. 22-12. Jamestown by 10, 7:05 and a half. All the way to the rim is Pacha. But Heckner, I think, got a hand on that. Down to Benyon into the front court. Knocked away Grindy. Benyon couldn't regain it. Down on the floor, Pacha steals it away. Into the front court to Grindy. Cross court and open. Washington step on the left baseline, sideline, out of bounds.
With the amount of bodies hitting the floor, they may actually have to drive a Zamboni out here during halftime.
Well, Wilson Arena is just across the street.
There you go.
We have a timeout with 6:48 left in the first half. A Hillerud Construction and Mobility Plus rehabilitation timeout by Jamestown, who leads VCSU 22-12 on Q101.
Do you want to make sure homework time isn't spent on games and video streaming? Dakota Central can help. With Experience IQ, you set limits to ensure your kids aren't playing when they should be doing homework. With premium managed Wi-Fi from Dakota Central, you can create healthier internet habits for your children from the easy-to-use Command IQ app. Learn more about premium Wi-Fi and Experience IQ today at dakotacentral.com.
All right, what are you grinning about over there?
Just the whole Zamboni thing.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you think about it. There's not a spot on this floor that hasn't had someone dive on it yet. And this is what you, from an intensity standpoint, this is what you expect in a rivalry.
Yep. Say it again. It is one of the best small college rivalries around. Here's a left wing three. Walters hit it. Anthony Walters' first three of the game after he scored 17 last night. And Jamestown's lead is back to 13 at 25-12. 6:25 left in the first half on the Gunner Real Sports scoreboard. It is Nam, a jumper in the lane, and good for Osanu Nam from 14. His first two. Jamestown 25, VCSU 14, 6:09 and a half. Jimmie Linus hands it off to Anthony Walters, cross-court right wing, and Aiden Stainbrook three. Past Grindy, he hit it. Second three for Aiden.
Jamestown has hit 3 of their last 4 threes. You and I have seen them get hot. Valley City State cannot afford for that to happen.
A week ago today, they hit 17 against Dakota State in 34 tries. They're up 28-14 now with 5:45 left in the first half. Sam Coppervig into the lane for a spinning Pacha, fading away, missing. Good D by Stainbrook again, and Linus with a rebound. To Will Cordes and down floor. Right wing Stainbrook wants another three off the back rim. And Pacha up there for the rebound. Jaden takes it for VCSU.
That's a shot that head coach Casey Brueggemann will like because it displays confidence.
Left wing three by Washington misses. Another one and done for VCSU and a Jimmie Linus rebound.
One offensive rebound to this point for the Vikings.
Yep, left wing Will Cordes. Out front for Silas Benyon. Right wing Anthony Walters. We knew the 5-minute mark to play in the half. Jamestown's led all the way. Lob to Linus on the left baseline. Right wing Benyon open, wants a three off the front rim. And the long rebound to Caden Grindy in VCSU. Benyon on him as he lobs it to Osanu Nam. Top of the circle now for Sam Coppervig from Central Cass. Out front for Nam again. State champion, as we told you. Nam. I'm still the new kid here. Pacha to the left baseline. Nice drive and put it in. Good move by Pacha, and Brian Montgomery and VCSU wants a Hillerud Construction and Mobility Plus rehabilitation timeout. With 4:29 left in the half, Jamestown 28, VCSU 16 on Q101.
Otter Tail Power Company would like to remind you about the importance of high school athletics in the lives of children. Those extracurricular activities play a role in the education and development of those kids involved and provide a way for kids to learn some of life's most important lessons. Lessons that'll take them through life with a sense of accomplishment and pride. Otter Tail Power Company would like to salute those athletes, coaches, and fans who make every season one to remember.
You mentioned that state championship that Central Cass won. Really good team. Play-by-play guy was okay.
Nah, he did all right.
He did okay.
So you know Sam Coppervig's game real well.
And he's a guy who plays from outside in. We see him getting to the lane. When he gets into the lane, he is not looking to score. He's looking to be a contributor for his teammates, and he's very good at it. When he came in, he was the only freshman to come into Valley City State. All of the other new players were all transfers.
Jamestown up 28-16 on VCSU with 4:29 left in the first half on the Gun and Reel Sports scoreboard. And if you are just joining us, you missed one of the most amazing individual performances ever from VCSU's Ashwin Deemert, who scored 39 and hit all 11 of her threes at a 91-75 upset of Jamestown. And it is our intention to have Ashwin Deemert on with us at halftime of this game. An astounding performance by a superbly talented senior from West Fargo. Will Cordes for Jamestown with 4:20 left in the half. Jimmie's up 12 over the Vikings, 28-16. Glasgow left wing for Spencer Barr. Open, and a three is good. Spencer Barr provides that a lot of nights off the bench for Jamestown. A three, and it's 31-16 Jimmie's. That's his 16th of the year. Caden Grindy, left wing. Cross court for Jaden Patchen. Now up top for Tyrell Krieger for VCSU. Vikings just trying to get the offense going. Nam, a one-hand hook in the lane, and the right lane line misses. Another Jimmie Linus rebound. He's up to 7 already.
That's a tough shot against a big post defender.
Yeah, the post matchups, they weren't easy the first time these teams played for the Vikings, and it's not coming easily for VCSU again. 10 on the shot clock. A right wing three is coming, and it's good for Owen Hector, and the Jimmies continue to rain threes down lately.
Look out, they are 5 for their last 7.
And lead 34-16. Their longest lead is 18 with 3:13 left in the half. Trying to answer with a left wing three, and missing is Grindy. Another Jimmie Linus rebound. He's now up to 8. Had a double-double last night, has had 14 as a Jimmie, and 6 this year. Spencer Barr for Jamestown with a hand to Cole Glasgow. To Owen Hector in the old circle. Ooh, great play by Nam to strip it away. And down floor comes Grindy, who laid it in. Almost lost the ball thinking about dunking, but he still had the layup. He has 4, 34-18 Jamestown, 2:40 and a half leading VCSU at Harold Newman Arena. Top of the right wing. Hector bringing it out to Will Cordes. Again to Hector. He was open in the right corner, made Nam miss. Baseline drive for a Linus. Jam, his 3rd already today.
Jimmie Linus is having one of his better first halves of the whole season.
8 points and 8 rebounds, 4 of 5 shooting. 36-18 Jamestown. Nearly lost by Pacha. Grindy's there to rescue it for VCSU. To Tyrell Krieger with 2:08 left in the half. A left wing three is on the way, and it's good. Caden Grindy has his 12th of the year.
Needed that one to bring it to 15.
36-21 for Jamestown, 150 and a half. A lob down low for Linus again, and a layup, and a great feed from Glasgow, and that's 10 points already for Linus.
He's just a terrible matchup for Valley City State. There's no one that can defend him in the post.
38-21. Jamestown over VCSU by 17. Patchett, Barr nearly knocked it away. Hector got a tip on it, but Nam is there to keep it with the Vikings. 13 on their shot clock. Middle of the right wing, Patchett. Jaden, nearly forced out of bounds, is able to save it for Krieger. Down to 5 on the timer. 4, 3, fade away 3. Good!
Wow.
Tyrell Krieger with his 32nd 3, and he is 41% three-point shooter. Timeout called by Ryan Montgomery and VCSU. We'll keep it here for this Mobility Plus Rehabilitation and Hilliard Construction timeout with 1:13 left in the first half. 38-24 Jamestown. Yeah, there's the first 3 Kriegers taken today. That might be a path, BJ, for them to get a little closer in this game with the good three-point shooter that he is.
Absolutely, and I would say that Valley City's levels are raising a little bit, but the way that Jamestown is really been precise at the offensive end, getting the ball down to Jimmie Linus, and then defensively, even that step back three is off of a scramble. The intensity that Jamestown is playing with is a level above right now where the Vikings are.
Whether it's a coincidence or not, I'll just throw it out. Jamestown's already taken 16 threes. They've made 6. They know the numbers as well as I do. They know that VCSU allows 40% of three-pointers to be made. Of 225 NAIA men's basketball teams, that's 222nd. A minute left in the half. Walters out front. Left it for Heckner. 57 seconds in the half. Down the right lane, Krieger. Good play to knock it away. Heckner regained it, though. Back to Walters. Still 8 to shoot. Left wing Heckner near the left corner to Barr. On the wing to Heckner for a 3. That's good. Heckner's second of the half, and the 7th made free for Jamestown. And they're up 41-24 with 38 seconds left in the half. Jaden Patchett bounced to Odiero Lang. Now for Sam Coppervig. 16 on the shot clock still, 29 and a half. Krieger, spin move down the right lane. Bounce inside, went off Barr. Benyon tried to pick it up and then got upended by Tyrell Krieger for his second and team foul number 4.
That statistic gets magnified in a game like this because you're really not going to be able to play post defense either. So you've got to, you've got to step it up either on the post or you cannot give up 40% from 3, and right now it's 41%.
Nick Carlson makes his first appearance for VCSU, only his 4th game, 6'5" junior, the former West Fargo Packer. 1.3 points, 1.7 rebounds a game. 15 seconds in the half, and the shot clock's off. As Benyon with a left, now right hand, now left hand, now right hand dribble is into the front court. Silas, you're making me dizzy, buddy. 6 on the timer on the game clock, 5. A Walters 3 on the west side is good. Anthony Walters' second 3 of the half from midcourt. Lang off the glass, wouldn't have counted anyway. Jamestown got the offense started quickly and just kept it going. It never could get going for VCSU. And our halftime score on the LaRue Laco Financial and Gun and Reel Sports scoreboard at Harold Newman Arena. Jamestown 44, VCSU 24. Stay tuned. The RM Stout and Rambo halftime report is next for you here on Q101.
This is Dr. Amanda Heck, physical therapist with Mobility Plus Rehabilitation, with offices in Valley City, Lisbon, Gwinnett, and Enderlin. Our mission is to provide exceptional physical and occupational therapy by highly skilled therapists to minimize pain and maximize mobility, which allows you to return to the quality of life you desire. From sports injuries to work-related injuries, neurological diagnosis, and pediatric development delays, we will evaluate and educate you on your condition, review treatment options, and create an effective treatment plan to solve your impairments based on your unique situation and needs. I invite you to call our offices at Mobility Plus today.
Some of us were born to farm. Some diesels, like Cenex Premium Diesel, were born to fuel. Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster comes with a more complete additive package for a more complete burn to reduce particulate matter and keep filters cleaner for longer. Fuel your equipment like a pro with Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster and leave typical number 2 diesel to the amateurs. Cenex Premium Diesel. Diesel that doesn't mess around.
Halftime at Harold Newman Arena in Jamestown. It's all Jimmie men in this first half. They have a 44-24 lead over Valley City State. But we'll get more into the men's game in a moment. As we said, an absolutely unbelievable performance earlier today. No secret. Everybody knows what a good player Ashwin Deemert, the senior from West Fargo, is, but she made Viking program history today with 39. She hit all 11 of her threes. 11 made threes, is tied for the most ever, in the sixth most ever, I should say, not the most. I don't want to get you too excited, but that's the 6th most tied for made threes in an NAIA women's basketball regular season game. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Unbelievable. And first of all, tough loss last night. You played pretty well. It was a hard game against Dickinson State. You got to travel back with that win, get up today, and come back over here. What was this team's and your mindset coming into this game?
Yeah, yesterday was a tough loss, but coming in today, we knew it was a good bounce. We used it as a bounce back win, and I haven't beat Jamestown since I've been here, so it's kind of been it fueled us because yesterday was definitely one we could have won, but came up short. So this was one to kind of put our foot down and show where we're at. So
you've done this before. I mean, you had the previous school record. You had 38. You had 8 threes in a game twice before today. At what point do you click and all of a sudden you are in that zone? Because early you can hit a couple, you can hit 3, whatever. At what point did you go, oh my gosh, I can shoot it from anywhere and it's going to go in?
Yeah, honestly, a couple of the last ones to end the half did not feel good whatsoever coming to my hand. So I was like, well, it's one of those days, I guess, and my teammates were finding me, so I was the one open today. So kudos to them too. So
you guys knew, didn't you? Because that last possession, it was pretty clear that you were going for the record.
I actually didn't know.
You didn't?
No, I didn't know. Coach told me to make a play, and that was what I was doing, and that's what they gave me. So
you're playing now. BJ played basketball. I didn't. So I don't understand these mechanics. When you talk about a shot doesn't feel good coming out of your hand, and it still goes in. Now, how does that happen?
I mean, sometimes it just falls out of your hand weird, comes out of your fingers weird, don't get your feet set. A bunch of different things go into it, but.
So, and you make a good point, because obviously there's a friend of mine that talks about 10 toes to the rim when you're shooting threes.
Yep.
But, well, sometimes you'll see players that, can't get their feet set and they'll be a little off balance. I don't want to say lucky, but is there that sometimes?
I mean, sometimes. I mean, that's all sports, though, I guess. Like, there's a little bit of that and everything, so.
And as a team, you guys, I thought from beginning to end, you were the better basketball team today.
Yeah, we really wanted this win, and I think all of us knew what it took to beat a good team. I mean, they're a top 25 team, so we knew it wasn't going to be easy, and so all of us came together and did what we had to do, so.
And more than that, it's against. You hadn't beaten Jamestown since you came here. You did it on their floor, and everyone knows what this rivalry is. So that had to make it extra good.
Yeah, this one felt really good. So
probably never forget this day, will you?
No.
Well, neither will we. Ashwin Deemert with an astounding individual performances. Congratulations, thank you for coming over here.
Thank you for having me.
Ashwin Deemert, an amazing day for the VCSU senior, breaking her own school record with 39 points and hitting 11 threes. We're at the half on the RMstown Ramble halftime report. It is Jamestown in men's action leading VCSU 44-24. We'll take the deep dive into the box from this game next. Rambo, we're in the business of making you look good. We return in a moment here in Q101.
Are you dreaming of spring? Jamestown Country Club has been dreaming of it too, so get ready now with a Jamestown Country Club membership. The 18-hole championship course, bar, and restaurant will be waiting for you when the season opens. Sign up now for your membership and be prepared to hit the ground running or golfing as soon as spring arrives. Visit JamestownCountry.club or email jcc58401@gmail.com today. Buy now and be ready to play at Jamestown Country Club.
Rambo, a proud sponsor and fan of Viking and Highliner Athletics, has been serving North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota with quality logoed apparel and promotional products since 1979. With online store options built to meet the needs of your company, organization, or team, Rambo will ensure that the process of ordering is easy and accurate and that your items are received on time. When you're ready to put your logo to work, give Matt a call at 701-680-9585. Rambo, we're in the business of making you look good.
At Unison Bank, we provide financial solutions for customers to meet their needs today and achieve their dreams tomorrow. From personal banking services like checking accounts, mortgage, and auto loans, to business banking services, at Unison Bank, we offer financial solutions with prompt responses and quality service. Visit unisonbank.com for more information. Located in Jamestown, Linton, and Wishick, as well as Gilbert, Arizona. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender. Where do you find the friendliest staff, largest selection, lowest prices, and the freshest produce? Hugo's in Jamestown. But what if you can't go to the store? Hugo's Family Marketplace offers online shopping. You can shop all the departments and all the sales at GoHugos.com. Choose pickup or Hugo's delivery service, and they'll do the in-store shopping for you. Hugo's Family Marketplace online shopping at GoHugos.com.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
Halftime of the men's half of this North Star basketball doubleheader at Harold Newman Arena in Jamestown. It's VCSU Jamestown basketball here on Q101, and it's Jamestown with a big advantage in men's play at the half, 44-24 on the Rambo and RM Stout halftime report. RM Stout is your Ford, Dodge, and Jeep dealer in Jamestown. Back with BJ Walters, I'm David Burrell. Let's look at what happened in the first half. Jamestown dominant. They had 10 points each from Jimmie Linus and Owen Heckner, and Linus is not too far from another double-double because he has 8 rebounds, 5 of 6 shooting, an assist, and a block. Owen Heckner with 10, 4-5 shooting, hit 2 more threes, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. 6 points each for Anthony Walters and Aiden Steenbrook off the Jamestown bench, 2 threes for each also. Will Cordes with 3. That was on a 3. Spencer Barr with 3. That was on a 3. Silas Benyon just 2 in the first half. We've seen this before, haven't we? Benyon 1 of 5 shooting in the half. He's had some slow first halves here, followed by raucous second halves in a positive way. Cole Glasgow with 2. For VCSU, Caden Grindy leading the way with 7. He had a 3 late in the half. Jaden Patcha 5, also 5 rebounds. Odier Olang had 4 and 3 boards. For Tyrell Krieger, 3 points, 3 assists, and a steal, and 2 for Osanu Nam. Jamestown started a little slowly shooting, but didn't finish that way. 51% on 18 of 35 and 8 of 18 threes. Never got to the line in the first half. In fact, neither team did. We haven't had a free throw yet in this game. Valley City State, 39%. On 10 of 26, 4 of 10 on threes. Jamestown, the rebounding advantage, 20-13. Most 4 turnovers on Jamestown, 9 on VCSU. Jimmie's had 12 assists. That's what Casey Brueggemann likes. On their 18 made buckets, only 3 assists for VCSU. 6 steals for Jamestown in the first half. They lead 13-5 in points off turnovers, 20-10 in the paint, 2-0 on second chance points, 17-2 on the bench. They've never trailed. They've led by 20. That's what their largest lead is now at the half, 44-24. Again, those numbers don't lie.
1.25 points per possession for Jamestown in that first half. That's one of those advanced metrics. I'm a nerd. What can I say?
That's all right.
But 33 possessions, 44 points. If you are at 1.2 points per possession, you darn well better be winning the game, and they certainly are.
Only one other men's game. It has not begun yet. It's Mayville State at Dickinson State.
That should be really good.
You better believe it, man. Dickinson State 6-0. They're a game ahead of Jamestown. Mayville State at 3-3. In the women's game out in Dickinson, all Mayville State, 69-46. As BJ told you earlier, Blue Hawks got down early, down 20-4 at the end of one. Mackenzie Hughes lit it up again today, 20 points on 8 of 13. Samantha Ost with 12 for Dickinson State. Remember, Valley City State hosts Mayville State at the W.E. Osmond Fieldhouse, the Bubble, on Friday, and Ryan will have it for you in the 5 o'clock hour on Friday here on Q101. The Jimmies next weekend to Dakota State, to Madison, South Dakota Friday, 5 o'clock Friday on Jamestown 107.1. 2:30 next Saturday for the Jimmies at Bellevue, also on Jamestown 107.1.
And that'll be very interesting because Bellevue's a hard team to figure out, and Dakota State, they're having a rough go of it. They're having a rough go of it, so bad that they're the only team this year that didn't beat Northern State. But
yes.
I know that's unfair.
No, it isn't.
But nonetheless, if you're Jamestown, you come out, you play a sharp second half, and then if you can take care of business on the road, I think from then on, the majority of the remaining games are here at home,
Yeah.
where they're so good, especially offensively.
Other VCSU sport, there's one other sport going on today. Both of the indoor track and field teams for the Vikings are over in Fargo for the Bison Team Cup. Women's wrestlers competed today for Jamestown at the York University Open. There's also indoor track and field going on at Northern State, and that's where the Jimmies are. There's women's hockey. It went on today for Jamestown against the University of Minnesota at the Ritter Arena. No score to report on that. ACHA Division II team hosts St. Thomas across the street at 7 o'clock at Wilson Arena. And the Division I team for the Jimmies is again tonight playing Midland in Fremont, Nebraska, after beating Midland last night by a score of 5-4.
And if you must know, the Chiefs lead the Texans in the fourth quarter, 20-12.
Okay.
With 10 minutes left.
All right.
If you must know.
And some people must know.
That's true.
Right? I'm sure Joe Buck is telling them all about it. Halftime.
You think he's heard of the University of Jamestown?
Maybe. If he did, my brother would like to talk to him. Halftime at Harold Newman Arena. Jamestown 44, VCSU 24. Back with the second half in 30 seconds, and that's our Rambo and Orange Stout halftime report on Q101.
Building a business requires strength, courage, and a solid reputation. So, when you're ready to build a building to house your business or remodel your existing business, you want the same qualities in your commercial construction contractor. And that's where Hillerud Construction comes in. Trusted, experienced builders who specialize in commercial building construction. Their experience saves you time, stress, and money. So visit HillerudConstruction.com and let's get building.
Second half just about to begin at Harold Newman Arena as Jamestown leads VCSU in men's play 44-24. BJ Walters, I'm David Burrell. So glad you're here on Q101. Starting five, the same for both sides as started the game. Tyro Krieger, Odiero Lang, Jerome Washington, Caden Grindy, and Jaden Patchett for VCSU. And Silas Benyon, Cole Glasgow, Jimmy Linus, Owen Heckner, and Will Cordes for Jamestown.
This is the kind of game. You're down by 20 if you're Valley City State. You've got to get it under 15 quick. Whereas if you're Jamestown and you can extend this at all in the first 5 minutes of this second half, you're going to be able to get some guys in the game that don't always get some playing time.
I think another thing for Casey Brueggemann to stress is, look, got it going in the first half, don't let down. We have seen that at times from this team in second halves this season.
Perfect example, that Bellevue game was not a 14-point game.
No.
But that's what the final score says,
And I'm sure that they can just think back to just last night when Mayville State came back without Darren Jones. Do they have Darren Jones today?
Yeah, do they have him today?
No is the answer.
That's okay. They were plenty capable last night without him.
Surely. Second half throw-in brought to you by RM Stout, your Ford, Dodge, and Jeep dealer in Jamestown. And it's Caden Grindy bringing it in to Odiero Lang. Watch it at the Jimmie Athletics official YouTube channel. VCSU in white at the bucket to your left. Jamestown in black will shoot to the right. Krieger out front for Grindy. Right wing, it is Jaden Patchett. Trying to move on Heckner into the left corner. Washington with a three, a little bit short. And the rebound for Jamestown to Kenyon. And into the front court comes Will Cordes. A game where Jamestown has never trailed after scoring first so far. Heckner, right wing on the angle. Right on the lane, Linus. Olang trying to stick with him. Little bump, little hook, and they called it. And it was the second foul Olang actually committed there. That was the one that got the whistle, his first.
To the officials' credit, they let them play in that first half.
Has not been a free throw yet in this game. And only 9 fouls so far. Into Linus. Olang fell, and Linus laid it in over him. 12 for Jimmie, 46-24 for Jamestown. A minute into the second half on the LaRue Laco Financial scoreboard. Jaden Pacha moves off Benyon, then off Heckner, and off a bump of Heckner. And Owen said, nah, well, all right, his first. He's not so sure, but the whistle has blown.
Curled off that screen real nice to beat Owen Heckner to the spot. And anytime you do that, you'll get the call.
Jaden Pacha in the right corner for VCSU to the baseline. Under the bucket, moved in, scored. And Pacha now has 7 points. Tied with Grindy for the VCSU lead, but it's Jamestown by 20, 46-26. 18:40 to go in the Gunner Real Sports scoreboard. Benyon takes the three, moves in the lane, kick out for a Heckner left wing three. Grindy blocked it. Down the floor after a rebound to a line to Grindy for a lay-in. Nice move and nice play.
Real nice sequence for Grindy.
So there's 7 for him now in this half. In the game, I should say. There are 9 in the game and 7 in the first half. Cordes, a baseline jumper, missing. Out for the rebound is Benyon, who almost got clotheslined by Olang. That was whistled and fouled, and Odier has 2.
And Olang's a big, strong kid. I don't want to get clotheslined by him. Man.
He's out. Ladarius Stanfield returns for VCSU. Will Cordes on the inbound. He's looking for Benyon. Near the timeline, he catches it. Linus wants to set a screen, but he now works back into the middle of the lane as it's handed back to Benyon from Cordes. A Silas three is short off the front rim and rebounded by Jerome Washington, and then trying to defend him, Owen Heckner knocked him down, his second.
All right, so sort of a helter-skelter start to the second half. It's certainly not smooth and free-flowing, is it?
No. Washington will inbound in the backcourt. To Grindy. Yeah, there much more flow certainly in the first half. Grindy with a screen near the timeline, leaves it in for Krieger. Glasgow way out there to guard him. Lobs to Pacha, and he's pushed by Glasgow. Now they're calling everything, and it's an offensive foul.
Did they call a travel?
No, they called a travel. Excuse me, you're
right.
Right.
Wasn't much of one.
I mean, Glasgow committed a foul.
Yeah, no doubt.
They just didn't call it. 17:40 left. Jamestown 46, VCSU 28, and it's Jimmie basketball. Spin, nice move, Cordes in the lane. Knocked away, Will regained it. The fifth-year senior from Shakopee, Minnesota, who has produced some talent, including his sister. Linus down low, stolen away. Darius Stanfield snuck in. Washington down floor to Pacha for driving. Krieger knocked away. Heckner, I think, came to Linus.
Ooh.
Down floor behind the back by Glasgow. All the way to the rim, couldn't hit the layup. Looked pretty fancy, though.
Sure was.
Stanfield the rebound. Down floor for Grindy. Through the hands of Krieger, but Washington is there to pick it up, and Linus blocked it. His second of the game. Out of bounds.
He lets the bench know. You give me credit for that block right there.
Looking at the official score. Did you see that? Number 203 in his collegiate career.
You think players don't care about their stats? Of course they do.
You and I both know better than that. It's inbounded to Stanfield. Left wing for Tyrell Krieger for VCSU. Vikings down 18. Just have not gotten the offense going today. 40% shooting for them. Krieger past Walters, who's just re-entered. Missed. Krieger tip. And a whistle. That ball was in the cylinder. They're going to count it?
Yep.
They're going to count it. Yep, tipped by a Jamestown player while it was in the cylinder. Who gets credit for that? Krieger, I think.
Krieger, yep.
It should be. They haven't put it on the board yet. Nope, it is actually, yeah, it is Krieger. Pardon me. So it's 46-30 for Jamestown. Walters with a drive, little pocket pass to Woodford. Kick out, left wing on the angle for Heckner for Jamestown. Now to Cole Glasgow. Cross court, too far for Walters, and he almost stepped on that timeline, but didn't. Cordes in the right corner, only 5 to shoot. Heckner with a three right in front of the bench, hits it.
They love it over there. Boy, fell right into him.
Heckner hit some of the toughest threes you'll ever see made. 49-30 Jamestown. Krieger a left wing three, or Grindy I should say, and it's too long, and Woodford rebounds. 6-rebound advantage for Jamestown, and as a move is made into the lane, Ladarius Stanfield reaches around and commits a foul. That's his first.
So here you go. I mean, we talked about it coming out of the half. 4 minutes in, the lead's been reduced by 1 point.
Yeah.
The Vikings need a run if they're going to make a serious threat here in this second half.
Portis inbound, right baseline. 4 minutes into the half. Walters from the right corner drives to the right block, but couldn't hit the layup. Heckner tried to knock it away and did. Just took that rebound away. Krieger goes with him to the floor. Now to Stanfield. And
I think Owen Heckner's so tall that as he was touching the ball, his foot was out of bounds.
Yes. Yeah, if he was about 6'4", it'd be okay.
Yeah.
But he's 6'8". And it'll be VCSU ball. 15:48 to play. Jamestown 49, Valley City State 30 on the LaRue Laco Financial scoreboard. If you keep it simple and invest properly, your dollars will go further with LaRue Laco Financial. Sam Kobervig has returned for VCSU to Tyrell Krieger in lane fadeaway from 13. Back rim. Foul! Big stuff. Follow Grindy. Caden Grindy has 11. 49-32. VCSU trying to fight their way back. Jamestown by 17. 15:20 to go. Anthony Walters, cross-court right wing. Aiden Stainbrook back in. Left side again. Walters wants a three. A little short. Off the front rim. Rebounded by Caden Grindy. VCSU runs. Kobervig. Sam's near the right baseline. Back to Caden Grindy. Out front it comes to Jerome Washington for a left wing three. Grindy, this one short off the left rim, and Carson Woodford rebounds for Jamestown. To Stainbrook into the right corner for Anthony Walters. Left for Woodford, cross court to Will Cordes on the baseline. Reverse is good. Very nice by Will, who now has 5.
That was a very good cross-court pass to get that move started.
51-32 Jamestown over VCSU with 14 and a half minutes to play on the Gunner Real Sports scoreboard. Caden Grindy, left wing on the angle. To Krieger, Tyrell between the rings, using a pick by Grindy. Move it to the right corner to Sam Kobervig. Cross court for a left wing three that's off the back rim by Washington.
I don't think that's the shot they want that possession.
Carson Woodford the rebound. Washington's not afraid to shoot him. Out front, between the rings, it's Cole Glasgow down the right lane line. Stanfield wards him off. Cordes wants a three, skimmed off the back rim, and Kobervig rebounds for VCSU. Just over 6 minutes into the second half. Kobervig takes it to the foul line. Pass intended for Krieger, stolen down floor for Stainbrook. Missed the lay-in. Follow Woodford is there, is good.
And how about that? The two big guys leading the break there, David.
After Cole Glasgow made that steal. 53-32 Jamestown. Washington hesitates and then is fouled. That's why he hesitated. It's on Cole Glasgow, and that is his second. 13th foul on Jamestown, who brings Spencer Barr and Silas Benyon and Owen Heckner back in. And Osununam is back into the VCSU line. Let's set the 5 here for VCSU. Tyrell Krieger, along with Caden Grindy, Osu Nam, Jerome Washington, and Sam Kobervig. Nam on the angle on the left side. Weave it out front to Krieger. 9 on the Viking shot clock. Bounce to Kobervig in the lane. Now Nam on the baseline for 12. Short rebound Owen Heckner for Jamestown. To Silas Benyon into the front corner on the right wing. Out there with Spencer Barr, Carson Woodford, and Anthony Walters. Teardrop in the lane. Missed everything by Benyon, and then Woodford with a follow, blocked from behind by Nam. VCSU with it again. Washington with 12:55 left. Jerome in the lane. A spin over Benyon, and he's good with a half hook. First 2 of the half, 5 in the game for Washington. 53-34 Jamestown with 12:40 to go. On the LaRue Laco Financial scoreboard. Handoff back to Walters from Owen Heckner. Spin in the lane. 360. Ooh, the shot didn't fall. Woodford, another offensive board, and he's good. 6 for Woodford.
And they just called a technical foul on Nam. Or was it?
Nope. It was Woodford.
It was Woodford.
Woofing.
I beg your pardon.
He was woofing at Nam. So that counts as Woodford's second foul, and Tyrell Krieger will have 2 free throws with nobody in line. You can't taunt. Woodford was.
I mean, naturally in any game, there's going to be some back and forth.
What? That'll happen in this game, really? Krieger's first free throw, no good. As I said before, these two schools could compete in tiddlywinks and it'd be like this.
I think one time I heard an argument about who had more leaves on campus.
One more for Krieger, and he hit that.
I did not do the research myself to determine who was telling the truth.
I wasn't about to ask you. Jaden Patchett returns for VCSU, and Cole Glasgow's back in for Jamestown. 12:25 left. Jamestown remaining in control. 55-35. They are only 5 of 16 from the floor in the second half, but still at 45% for the game.
I think we can all agree that both cities have outstanding pizza joints.
Yes.
Outstanding.
Oh, yes. We've sampled them both. Krieger bounce pass baseline to Coppervig. Under the rim, runs it to the right wing. Cross court for Krieger. Makes the catch, stops left of the lane, out for Coppervig. 10 on the shot clock. Bounce again for Grindy, working on Heckner. Fade away from 9 right lane, no good. And Jimmie Linus has rebound number 9 with 12 points. Cross court from Benyon to Barr. Out front to Cole Glasgow, again to Spencer Barr. Just under 12 minutes to play, and Jamestown by 20. Heckner, Nam with the hands in his face. To Benyon, middle of the left wing. To Linus, baseline. Tried the dunk, but Nam fouled him. Osinu Nam's first foul. Linus will have the first 2 free throws for Jamestown today, and of course those technical free throws by Krieger were the first for either team.
At the other end, that jump shot, I don't even think that was perfect defense by Owen Heckner, but it's the length that messed up that shot.
Yep. Jimmie Linus is a 68% foul shooter on 23 of 34. Awfully quiet, and here as he hits the first. Nam out. Odiero Lang returns for VCSU. 56-35 Jamestown on the Gunner Reel Sports Scoreboard. 11:38 left. So glad you're with us here on Q101. Second missed. Rebound Tyrell Krieger. He's into the front court. Bounce up for Kalen Grindy. Right wing for Sam Coppervig. To Jaden Patchett. Back to Krieger on the left side. Passed the defender and a right wing 3. Coppervig hit it. Sam Coppervig, there's his first 3 of the year. Again, this is only his 3rd game. Again, the Vikings playing today without Lamar Grayson. Baseline, it's missed by Glasgow and rebounded by Krieger. Down low, a layup for Olang. Odier Olang with 6, 56-40, and head coach Casey Brueggemann says, let's talk about this, guys. It's happening again. A little bit of a second half letdown for Jamestown. They were up 22, now they're up 16 over VCSU, 56-40 with 10:51 left. It's a Mobility Plus Rehabilitation and Hillerud Construction timeout on Q101.
What would you do with a second chance? At Essentia Health, we understand the significance of second chances. Our heart specialists see them every day. That's why regular checkups and heart screenings are vital, even if you feel fine, and especially when you have a family history. Essentia Health is the right place for early detection, advanced treatments, comprehensive cardiac rehab, for second chances. At Essentia Health, we work hard to keep your heart strong for what's next.
KQDJ-FM, Valley City, Jamestown. Streaming live at newsdakota.com. Q101.
Not the prettiest 9 minutes and 9 seconds of basketball you'll see. It's not been from either side, it has not been a pretty second half. Jamestown by 16 at 56-40. 10:45 to go. It's Anthony Walters into the lane. Back out for Silas Benyon for Jamestown in black. and orange. If you're watching at the Jimmie Athletics YouTube channel, the bucket to your right. Walters with a three that's left short. Heckner with the rebound, but he bumped off Grindy to gain position. Owen Heckner's third foul and the fourth on Jamestown.
Grindy having a good game. He averages 5.5. He's up to 11 on the game.
So they look for more offense from him with Lamar Grayson not here. Sam Kobervik, front court, right wing. VCSU trying to make a run here. They're down 16 to Jamestown with 10:15 to go. Krieger stops left of the lane. It is for Grindy on the left baseline. Kick out for a straightaway three by Pacha. He's way short. Rebounded by Barr, just grazed off the front rim. Grindy wanted that ball, and then it's one of those where you may have to think about it a little too long. Walters on the left wing for Jamestown. Kobervik guards him to Heckner. Lob for Linus down low. Trying to knock it away was Krieger. A drive for a layup on the right block is short, but he's fouled.
So they're trying to high-low defensively against Jimmie. The thing is, Jimmie's already really good at drawing contact as we hit the media break.
Odier Lang's third foul. Another Hillerud Construction and Mobility Plus Rehabilitation timeout comes with 9:49 left at Harold Newman Arena in Jamestown. Jamestown 56, Valley City State 40 on Q101.
And here we are. North Dakota winter has arrived, and so has winter driving. The tires that were okay for hot, dry pavement are maybe not working so great on frozen, slick roads. Now, are they? Bring your vehicle to Mike and the crew at Pit Stop Express Lube and have them take a look. As a locally owned shop, they are more about you and your family's safety than the sale, so they will recommend the best fit for your needs. Stop into Pit Stop Express Lube at 117 4th Street Northwest, Jamestown, or call 952-7867.
9:49 remains at Harold Newman Arena in Jamestown. A 56-40 Jamestown lead over VCSU here in the other men's NSAA game today. Mayville State out in Dickinson, leading Dickinson State still early, 13-10. 12:24 remains in the first half. And Kosi Igbule, big start early on for Dickinson State with 9.
3-game losing streak for Minot State is done in the NSIC. They beat Augustana 82-77. Good game there. What else? Minnesota State falls to St. Cloud State 80-75 at home.
That's in the Northern Sun Intercollegiate Conference, where Jamestown will be next year as a member of NCAA Division II. So after Odier Olang's third foul, Jimmie Linus for Jamestown is to the line, where he split a couple of free throws earlier. Quiet as a church in here. Oh, it's halfway down and out. One rebound away from another double-double for Linus. He has 13 points and 9 rebounds.
And if you're wondering, no, Northern State did not win today either.
Nope. They're both good for, the second one is good for Linus. He has 14. 57-40, Jamestown leads VCSU in the LaRue Locker Financial scoreboard with 9:40 to go. Hand off to Sam Kobervik. Now to Caden Grindy, Tyro Krieger, left baseline. It's Odier Olang on Linus. Travel. He stopped. Linus was there, and Linus did nothing except stand there, and Olang fell to the floor.
Yeah, Linus just pulled the chair out from underneath him. Nice and easy.
14th turnover on VCSU. Jamestown, who's taken very good care of the ball in a lot of games this year with only 6 turnovers today. Anthony Walters, right lane line. Left corner, Aiden Stainbrook. Kick out, straightaway 3. Anthony Walters, it's too long. Caden Grindy with the rebound for VCSU. To Patchett, to Kobervik in the front court. Olang, right lane line. A pass intended for Grindy. Too hard. Grindy couldn't catch it. It's out of bounds to Jamestown. Another VCSU turnover.
Really tough catch as you're cutting and going through bodies. That's a tough pass to try to make.
41% shooting for Valley City State. 43% for Jamestown. Jimmie's at only 26% and a half. Drive into the lane, a turnaround from 7. That's good for Silas Benyon. Just his second bucket of the game. He's 2 for 8 with 4 points. 59-40 Jamestown, 8:38 left on the Gunner Real Sports scoreboard.
Still filling up the stat book. 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. Whew.
Yep, that's how he does things. Krieger to Lang on the left lane line. Turnaround hook over Linus from 7. Linus the rebound, number 10. He has another double-double. Down floor to Walters. Stops, hesitates, lays it in as he made Copperbig miss.
Great outlet pass. I mean, we're getting a timeout, but you just don't see big guys who can pass the ball the way Jimmie Linus can.
And especially a 60-foot pass like that one was after Jimmie earned another double-double with his 10th rebound. This is a Hillerud Construction and Mobility Plus Rehabilitation timeout with 8:09 left, and Jamestown leading VCSU by a score of 61-40. So Linus now with back-to-back double-doubles. He had one stretch of 4 double-doubles earlier this year. So he has 15 as a Jimmie and now 6 this year.
And he's had several good stretches of basketball this year. He had a 5-game stretch earlier this year where he was, 20 out of 23 or something crazy like that? Just wild. And that was all against Division II opposition.
Against
they're
opponents
saying,
in the NSIC.
They're saying you could get another year if you go from NAIA to NCAA. They should be asking about that.
What does he want to do?
Yeah. That's one of the new rules for the NCAA. If you transfer from the NAIA, you get another year. Well, what if a whole team is coming from the NAIA or a whole school?
I don't think they'll count that.
Oh, man.
Sorry. Friday, Mayville State comes to Valley City to the bubble, the W.E. Osmond Fieldhouse for a doubleheader with the Vikings. Brian will have it for you here in Q101 in the 5 o'clock hour on Friday. On Jamestown 107.1, the Jimmies go to Dakota State on Friday. We're on the air at 5. Then next Saturday, 2:30 from Bellevue, Nebraska against the Bellevue Bruins. Copperbig has it for VCSU. Cross court to Odier Olang. Dropped it, regained it, handed it to Grindy. 11 on the shot clock. Copperbig right wing on the angle. To Olang, up top to Jaden Patchett, down to 5 on the timer. A lob going for Olang, lay-in. Good play.
And that was drawn up in that timeout. That's very good execution.
61-42 Jamestown over VCSU with 7:40 left on the Gunner Real Sports scoreboard. Cordes has a Linus pick set, and away from all that, Silas Benyon complains because he's called for an offensive foul, his first.
He's trying to slip that screen and get to the basket, but a little too quick with it.
So VCSU with 7.5 minutes left, but a long, long hill to climb. They're down 19 to Jamestown, 61-42. Copperbig right wing. Up top, it's Odier Olang. Thought about that 3. Comes to the foul line. Now it is passed down low for Caden Grindy. Working on Walters' fadeaway from 8. Too strong. Rebound. Will Cordes. Jamestown's on the run. For Stainbrook, back out to Benyon. Now handed to Jimmie Linus. 6 of 7 shooting for Linus today with his 14 points and 10 rebounds. Lob for Linus. Goes down low and had it fouled by Grindy as Linus wanted to dunk again. Caden said, no, you're not. I'll take the foul for that. His first.
I mean, we talk about the advantage that Jimmie Linus has in the post, but these are tough passes that are being completed right to him. These are just outstanding passes from the wing.
But when it gets, you're right, when it gets to the blocks, VCSU's having a tough time, as they did in the game in Valley City, although they kept it so close. Linus hits the first free throw. He and Jamestown are 3 of 5 at the line. Jerome Washington returns for Jaden Patcha for VCSU. Jamestown by 20 again, 62-42, 6:59 left. There's one more for Linus. He's good.
You get Jimmie Linus going on a double-double streak as you're, hitting the road and then coming home to face Dickinson State. You're going to be feeling pretty good about yourself.
He's out. Carson Woodford has returned for for Jamestown. It's VCSU ball with a 63-42 Jamestown lead and 6:48 to go. Good drive to the rim by Krieger, but it missed. Grindy the rebound, but had it taken away by Silas Benyon.
I think Heckner got a piece.
Yep. Cole Glasgow is returned to the game, as has Heckner for Jamestown. Will Cordes right wing. Cross court for Benyon, left wing in front of us on the angle. Pass Washington, drives to the hole, blocked from Krieger, but it ended up in Woodford's hands for an open left wing three by Cordes that's off the right rim. Krieger rebounds. Olang on the run with a 2-on-1 break. Bounce for Coppervig, and he brings it back out. That's what you said about his game. He's not looking shot first. Olang, left block, double team, right over Woodford, missed. Woodford just stuck with him there and didn't let him have a good look. Down floor to Glasgow for Jamestown. Left wing to Heckner, handed back to Benyon with 6 minutes left. Jamestown by 21. 63-42 over VCSU. A drive to the lane by Cordes. Krieger again getting a hand on it and knocking it out. 13 on the shot clock.
Tell you what, Krieger came in with 4 blocks on the season. He's trying to double that today. My goodness. He's got 2.
Gotten credit for, yeah. Lob for Heckner, 10 on the shot clock. Benyon back to Owen Heckner for Jamestown. 5 to shoot, 4. Heckner is to the right baseline. Hand out to Benyon, angle 3. At the shot clock buzzer is good.
Oh my goodness.
Benyon, he's still going to end up with a decent line. He has 7. 66-42 Jamestown, 5:25 left. Made a defender miss, side straddle 3, said, no problem. Olang with a bounce to Krieger, back to Odier Olang. And to Krieger in the right corner with 5:16 left. Caden Grindy, baseline, one-hand runner is good over Glasgow. 8 for Krieger. 66-44 Jamestown over VCSU. We're down to 5 minutes left here at Harold Newman Arena. Stay tuned for our RM Stout postgame show. Silas Benyon with a Woodford screen. Olang right on him now. Handed to Heckner, down to 10 on the shot clock. Jimmie slowing the game down with his big lead. Baseline, Woodford drives past Grindy and lays it in. Head coach Casey Brueggemann wants a Hillerud Construction and Mobility Plus Rehabilitation timeout, which we will also take. 4:43 left. All Jamestown leading VCSU in men's action at Harold Newman Arena. 68-44 on Q101.
Looking for a roofing company that truly knows your town? Choose Vetter Construction. Unlike those big-name competitors using our city's name, we're your community experts right here working for you. From repairs to full replacement, our trusted team delivers quality and care that you can trust. For a roof that stands strong, call Vetter Construction today. 320-1990.